So this lesson is two-digit addition with regrouping. I like to go through this lesson even though students seem to pick up on this pretty quickly because I need to make sure that the correct vocabulary is being used with students. Most parents still say, oh, you carry the 1 over. That is not true. We do bring a number over. We call it regrouping instead of carrying. And that 1 isn't a 1. It is a 10. So when we're talking about regrouping, I'm mostly focusing on, are we using that proper terminology when we're discussing it? So my first problem that we're going to talk about is 57 plus 24. When I'm adding a multi-digit number, traditionally, I'm always going to start in my ones place. You have to start in your ones place because the numbers build and you may have to regroup. So in this case right here, I have 7 plus 4. Okay, so 7 plus 4, what does that equal? That equals 11. Am I allowed to put 11 down in my ones place? No, I can only leave ones in my ones place. So 11 is made up of 1 10 and 1 1. So I'm going to leave the 1 that's in my ones place for 11, and I'm going to bring that 10 over. So I'm bringing a 10 over to my tens place. So I do have 11, but the 10's in the tens place and the 1's in the ones place. Now, when I'm looking at my tens place, I'm adding 10's. So this is 1 10 plus 5 10's, which gives me 6 10's. And then 2 more 10's gives me 8 10's. So I'm going to put my 8 right here. I have 8 10's, 1 1, which equals 81. So it's very important when discussing this that we're talking about that place value, because as you get into larger place values, it gives you a better understanding of what you're adding. Looking at the ones place here, I have 9 ones, 9 and 8 in my ones place. So 9 plus 8 gives me 17. So 17 is made up of 1 10 and 7 ones. I cannot put 17 in my ones place, but I will leave the 7 in my ones place and bring the 10 up. Okay, so now when I'm looking at my 10's, I'm going to add all the 10's up in this column. So I have 1 10 plus 3 10's, which gives me 4 10's, and then another 4 10's, doubles fact, will give me a total of 8 10's. So my final sum is 87. Now, I'm going to throw this one in here because some people, once they think they start regrouping, they're always going to regroup. That is not true. Only if you have 10 or more of something do you regroup. So here, if I add my ones, I have 1 and 4. What does 1 and 4 equal? That is 5. That is less than 10, so I'm just going to put my 5 ones here. And then I'll go over to my 10's to add. So 6 10's plus 1 10 gives me 7 10's. So my final answer is 75, and there is no regrouping necessary for that problem. And then let's do one more problem. So I have 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5 gives me 12. I can't leave 12 down here, but I'm going to leave my 2 because that's what's in my ones place. So that, and then I'm going to bring my 10 over. So right now I have, well, we know what 2 plus 2 10's are. 2 10's and 2 10's makes 4 10's, and then one more 10 is going to give us 5 10's. So my final sum is 52. So that is how we regroup, making sure that we're using the proper vocabulary with our regrouping.